Welcome to the Ready to Love Aftershow. Each Friday, we will ring in lunch with some of the big moments from last week's episodes of Ready to Love. For the audience just joining us, be sure to keep the conversation going right there in that chat room to your right, and let us know what you're thinking. All right, without further ado, let's get into the show. So the first clip features a conversation between Maya and Chaz, who speak about being foodies and about being over the club scene. We all know that. Then it goes to Lamar and Patricia, who don't seem to be on the same page about places to find a suitable husband. Take a look.
Hi.
Hi.
You getting a
How
drink?
you doing?
Good. How
Absolutely.
are you?
Good. How do you think today's going for you?
I mean, it's going really good. Everybody's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
So what part of Dallas are you in?
I live in Frisco.
I live in Frisco.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of far, but I like the suburbs, you know.
Yeah,
I don't like to live in
me
the city.
too.
So what do you like to do? Do you go out or?
I'm a foodie, so I like to
I'm a
eat.
foodie, yeah.
Yeah, you're a foodie too?
Yes.
Okay. So do you like attend church?
Yeah, as often as I can. What about you?
I go sometimes, but
Yeah.
I primarily watch it
Yeah.
on TV or.
I watch it too, yeah. I feel like my conversation with Chaz is going really great. You know, we have a good chemistry. I feel like we have a lot in common. And I definitely feel like, you know, there's more there. We can definitely, you know, see how this goes. So how long you been single?
A little over 3.5 years.
Okay. Were you married before?
No, I
No,
was
never-
engaged before.
Okay. Oh.
Ever been proposed to?
A couple times, but
A couple times.
it just wasn't the right person. I'm not gonna be pressured or, you know, stressed into that situation.
So how do you help facilitate like a organic connection?
I go out. I don't really go out to clubs, but I like to go out to different restaurants. I'm over the club scene. Like, I don't really go out.
That's
like,
good. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
I like that Maya is over the club scene. I'm over the club scene. I think that speaks very highly of why she's here and what she's trying to get to know. So I really want to zoom into getting to know more about her in this process.
I'm always open, you know, just connections, whether they're friendships or, you know, something
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, got some snacks. Oh, so what do you do?
I'm in tech.
Man, I always have a job in tech. Yeah, that's.
Okay, how much?
Now having my own business and having my own entertainment business, nonprofit, I'm able to.
Oh, you have a nonprofit?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I have a nonprofit organization with youth community involvement.
Oh,
In Fort
wow.
Worth, yeah, there was a lot of the local communities. These young men and women need a little guidance because that's what I do.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I love that part.
Lamar told me that he had a nonprofit, and that was cool to like kind of learn that about him and see a different side. It's very important to be talking about.
And then after that, I love to have fun.
What about you? You're from Texas?
Yeah, I'm from Houston.
Houston to me is like a party city.
It is. I mean, that's what I've been looking for out here, some places to go be social.
Oh,
you know.
okay, yeah. I like to go to restaurants a lot. Like, I'm a happy hour girl.
Okay, I
Not so
got
much
you.
like, I'm not like a club girl.
I feel
I
you.
feel like we did that.
I got
Not to
you.
say that it's anything bad, but my husband's not gonna be there.
Right, I got you. It could be. You know, it could be the club owner, you know. Patricia was, you know, you're saying a lot of cliche things. It doesn't matter where you find them. You might find them at the bus stop because your car broke. Who knows? So saying you ain't gonna find them out in a club, I don't think we're at the same place. So are you kind of spontaneous? Do you kind of?
I like to have fun.
Right.
But I am a planner, though. When they look at me, they're like, oh, no, she's probably like a little bougie, which I am. Don't let it get twisted.
Right.
I'm going right into the last thing we saw because I gotta break this down. I wrote some stuff down and I gotta break it down. Okay, Lamar, I really want to like you. Like, I really, really want to like you. But again, you seem so wild and so like with his, you know, he said a part about, you know, how spontaneous are you? Would you go skinny dip in that episode? He kept saying stuff like that. He wants a spontaneous, wild woman. Okay. But then he makes good points when he's saying to Patricia, he's like, you're not gonna, you know, you're gonna find your man anywhere. You can find him at a club, you can find him at a, he's making sense, but he's also this like ultimate hype man. And then he has a nonprofit, which is throwing me off because I'm like, the brand doesn't fit the bio, right? Like, you have a nonprofit for kids in the community, but you just out here wilding. And then you want, so I'm just like, I want to like him. I just don't know if I believe him. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is with Lamar. I think Patricia, girl, you just want to be wine and dine. I think she's just here to be wine and dine. I don't know if she's serious about finding real, long-lasting love. That's what I think. I think and that's fine. To me, know what you want. If you want to go to restaurants and happy hours and that kind of thing, girl, go right on ahead. But I don't know what kind of guys you're gonna find there, because I don't know many men that are hanging out at happy hours and restaurants. Most men are on dates with their women at restaurants. You know what I'm saying? So there's all that. So I don't know if that's actually a fit. I would actually say it's not a fit, but that's just really interesting how he just broke that down. He made sense, but my God, he is wild. All right, go back to Chaz and Maya. It's interesting. So first of all, Chaz, you know that you don't watch TV, boy. You know you don't watch church on television. You just saying that because you want her to believe you. She's saying she's, she goes to church and she lives that life, and you just like, yep, me too. All right, yeah, I watch that too. I don't know if I believe that. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. Also, being a foodie, that's fun. I think they're both ready to settle down. I think they both want a good quality of life, like a calm relationship where you both can do the same thing. I think they're both willing to bend on that. It's interesting. I want to see where kind of this goes. Maya's body language is a little, if you notice, she's kind of has this like side eye of like, should I trust you? Because she's not really believing what he's saying, because he's saying things like, yeah, I watch church on television too, which I'm not sure if that does. And if he does, you got me. Then also, she's been engaged a couple of times, which is a red flag to guys, because it just seems like you're just committing without a commitment. So where are we going? Maya, Chaz, I don't know. I don't know if I see it, but there could be something there. We just gotta start telling the truth. We gotta start telling the truth. Does it matter where you found your partner? Absolutely not. That is ridiculous for anyone to think that it does matter. It does not matter. If you're around anywhere, you can find love. I found my husband, and it's funny because I said I'm never gonna marry an NFL player, which my dad played in the NFL, and I met him when I was on the field, and I thought he was an NFL player. And I kept seeing his smile, and I'm like, I'm attracted to him, and I see this energy, but I thought he played ball. And comes to find out he didn't. He was training all of the guys. So you never know when you're gonna find your person, right? So it doesn't matter where you find your person. So you can't hold off and say, he's not in the club, he's not over here. You start limiting yourself. I call it the list, the list of things that we want and do and where we want to find our person and how we want to show up. It's not gonna show up like that, girl. It's gonna be just the way it's supposed to be, okay? So no, it does not matter where you find your husband. On this clip, we see Lamar once again, but this time he's speaking to Rashida and Vanessa and asking women how spontaneous they are, right? And how they feel about a first date at a new beach. Let's take a look.
Are y'all spontaneous women?
I'm not a very spontaneous woman.
I'm not really spontaneous neither.
So if I was like, hey, let's go skinny dip in the pool right now, you gonna jump in with me?
Okay, well, maybe I am a little spontaneous.
All right, then.
And then actually, no, I would not.
Oh, man.
I just like to be prepared when I can, so I can show up as my best self.
You like to analyze stuff kind of first.
Yes, I do.
I see that.
Yeah.
Oh, you was like, the first date was at the new beach.
I don't think that would be appropriate.
You don't think it'd be appropriate?
To be naked on the first
On the
date?
first date?
Everybody,
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, for a man to have chosen that for me on our first date would mean he wasn't really in tune with me. Having this conversation with Lamar is slightly off-putting. I was pretty clear that no, that's not what we're into. So it wasn't a romantic connection for me. It's a lot. It's like kind of overwhelming for me. I feel like, okay,
like
it's
that.
new and
I
it's
like
now.
It. I want you to sweat.
I'm definitely open to trying new things.
That's good.
The skinny dipping, no, it's not happening.
Okay, diving right into just body language. He is so comfortable. Lamar is so comfortable. It's almost funny to watch, right? Also, Rashida, when he said, let me go back. Let's go back. Spontaneous women, men, stop it. How spontaneous? We're spontaneous as we freaking want to be all the time. You can get us to do anything. You just have to be in the right position to do it or to ask. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not gonna go skinny dipping with you on our first date. But if we are romantically involved, we've been dating months, we are serious, we go to Tulum, hey, we're gonna go skinny dipping. I'm gonna have a bunch of tequilas. I'm going skinny dipping. That's what we're gonna do, because we do it because we love it, because we're in it. We're gonna be sexy, we're gonna be fun. yes, women are spontaneous. I don't find that women are not spontaneous. I think majority of us are, but dude, we're not going skinny dipping on our first date. We're not going to a new beach on our first date. But what's her, Rashina. Girl, Rashina, when she said, I'm not spontaneous. And then he said, well, if I said go skinny dipping right now, what would you do? You heard her answer? She said, well, yeah. Vanessa said, Rashina has a wild side, y'all. Y'all didn't pick up on that. I kind of love that. She's like, yeah, I'll do it. Because if you like a guy, we're pretty much going to do anything. I mean, and seriously, and that's what I say about it. That's a whole term and a whole theory about being submissive to your man. And no one likes to hear when I say it because nobody wants to be submissive to their man. But yeah, if we're involved in a relationship and it's a lot of love, well, you know, the spontaneous side will come out. That's funny. But Vanessa does not have it. She was like, turned off. Done. Next. No, it's inappropriate. It's not appropriate, Lamar, to ask a woman on the not even first date. If the date's going 3 hours and y'all feel comfortable enough, and that's kind of where the line of questioning is going, sure. But not meeting somebody within 5 minutes. Nude beach? Skinny dipping? Come on. I mean, but what are you looking for? Like, what do you want? Do you want the girl that's going to go skinny dipping with you the first 2 seconds? I mean, is that someone you're going to wipe up and make the mother of your kids? I don't think so. So it's totally inappropriate for him to ask that question in the first 5 seconds of meeting somebody. Lamar, do better. A fun game of good on paper with the prize of the opportunity of immunity, meaning that person will be safe from elimination. Take a look.
I am terrified. I'm horrible in games. So I gotta pray because I'm gonna need some serious help.
So this is a game I'm calling good on paper. You know how when you're online and you're looking at somebody's dating profile,
Yeah.
They look like it's just too good to be true?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it probably are. So this is your chance to see what these fellas' dating profiles look like without all the BS. The good, the bad, and the downright freaky. Okay.
Please don't let any of my fetishes come up. Please don't let any of my fetishes come up.
Ladies, you will have 4 horseshoes, each with one of the gentleman's names on it. After the fact is read, you will hold up the horseshoe that the man you believe the fact belongs to. The lady with the most correct answers, she has proven that she's putting in the work to get to know these men. And because of that, I'm automatically making them safe from elimination tonight. How y'all like that?
I like that.
That's good?
Yeah.
Okay.
The opportunity for immunity, I had mixed feelings about it.
It's a real horseshoe.
If I pull off a win, I would be happy, but the thought of one less woman to choose from for elimination is kind of scary as well.
You beautiful ladies, y'all ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Woo! All right. Well, tell you what, I wish that this was real life. There needs to be a dating app. I like it, Dr. Tommy. There should be a dating app called Good on Paper, right? Because this is what we want. Shift through all of it. I don't want to see a representative. Stop at the first 6 weeks of the perfect man or the perfect woman and give me the meat. Give me what I want. You know, I want to know the real deal. And look, Alonzo was nervous. He said, that's what, and it also makes me laugh because it's like, but you put it out there, but this is how you are, but now you're nervous about it. It's like, you gotta just own who you are. If you are, however that is, if you freaky deaky, if you're gonna be spontaneous, nude beach, if you wanna be, I have multiple kids, if you, whatever it is, all of the laundry, all of the baggage, as they call it, which I don't ever think anything's baggage, I think it's just your past. It is what it is. You have to own it. Be comfortable, be confident about it, and just be a good person so you don't have too much going on. But yeah, people were nervous in there, shaking in their boots. I saw it. So that is funny. This needs to be a real life app though. Needs to work on that. I wonder how many people would actually be together after that. I can only imagine. I run into this so much as a matchmaker and as a friend, as a person, as everything. So we all think that we have this list of a person we want in our head. Has to be 6'3", has to be, she needs to look like this. Ooh, I need her body to be banging, or whatever it is, physically, their job, financially, their hearts. I need them to not have kids, or their morals, or whatever it may be. We do this all the time. We want to look good on paper. And a lot of people think that, well, that's what I'm looking for. I want that. And then they get together and there's just, it's a dud. It's dead. There's nothing there. You have to meet people in person. That's why I kind of say I don't really like dating apps. I get it. I understand. We are where we are in 24. But I like the initial reaction of meeting somebody, that chemistry that you feel with somebody. That initial, like, I don't know why I like you, but I do. That's real love. That's where like the sparks come from. That's chemistry. And as a matchmaker, that's the match. So I always know when I see it, I can tell two people belong together or should be together or working on something if I see it. It's really hard on paper to get that match. You know, I can figure out if you were raised a certain way, you might want this in a guy, those type of things. But until I see it, until it's there, you know, that's why I'm thinking like the lists are crazy. Take the list and throw them away. They're so stupid. Don't worry about the list. Because I'm telling you, you're gonna find the person that fits nothing on that list, but is perfect for you. Just hire me. Thanks everyone for watching and joining us on Ready to Love After Show. Tune in next week and be sure to subscribe to the OWN YouTube channel. And of course, follow me at Tamica on Instagram. See you next week.